you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. Well, it's been a little while since I made a video, but tonight I'm going to use, I'm going to adapt a recipe from the Pioneer Woman. A dear friend gave me the Pioneer Woman's cookbook, and it's called Sesame Beef Noodle Salad. But I'm actually going to use chicken because my chicken is thinner, so it won't take as long to marinate. And I'm going to use these, I'm just going to use one. These are the jalapenos that I've been growing. They're so pretty, and they're not too hot. But anyway, I have most of my ingredients ready. We'll just throw the dressing together. Then we'll use some of it for the meat, but I'll show you all the ingredients when we go inside. This is the chicken I'm using, and it's very thin. So I'm going to marinate just for a few minutes because it's kind of late and I still have to cook it. But I have my water boiling. You can eat this cold actually, but I have my water boiling for my noodles. I'm going to boil, she suggests angel hair, but I'm going to use spaghetti size. I like a little bit more bite to it than angel hair. So let's make the dressing, but I forgot to get my book. 1/4 cup of soy sauce, and I used mostly this less sodium. I'm trying to not eat as much, but I'm adding a little bit extra because I'm not going to use the sesame oil, as much sesame oil as she uses. I don't care for it that much. I like a little bit of it, but a little bit goes a long way to me. And the next thing we're going to do is add 2 tablespoons of sugar. This is just plain granulated sugar. That soy sauce splattered everywhere. You always have to have a little sweet with the, I'm probably going to have to mix this in a, I've actually got my big measuring cup to mix it. And we need let's see, 4 garlic cloves minced. So I chopped a bunch of this garlic yesterday. It smells so good. And you know I'm going to add 4 garlic cloves. So I'm just going to, you know, estimate. You can add as much garlic as you want. I like a lot. Now don't forget this is going to be raw too. Actually, garlic's good for you, so. And I'm going to also add, let's see, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. This is the kind I like. 2 tablespoons of that. And it doesn't call for this, but this is like my favorite secret ingredient when I cook Asian cuisine, or Chinese rather. I'm going to add about just 1 tablespoon of this. You don't need a lot of it. This bottle's going to last a long time. And there's not a lot of ingredients actually. And this is she says hot chili oil. This is the one I found. It's called peppercorn chili oil. I haven't used much of it yet, but it calls for 1/2 teaspoon. So I'm just going to I'm going to also add some jalapenos. So I'm just going to, oh, that's way too much. We're going to have to throw the rest of that away. Hold on. Because I'm going to add that jalapeno too. So, and she calls for 3 tablespoons of sesame oil. Now I'm going to use way less than that. I'm actually probably going to use about that much. Not even a whole tablespoon, if you can see that. Because it's pretty strong. I don't want it to take over everything, and to me it does. And let's see, and we need 4 tablespoons of canola oil. I guess you could use whatever oil you want, but I'm just going to use, you know, regular canola oil. I'm going to I added a little extra soy sauce because I was replacing the sesame oil. Let's see, let's just do 3 of that. Let's see how it comes out. Now I've never made this before. So, this is actually kind of a test recipe. And we need 4 green onions sliced. So I'm going to put this in my big measuring cup here. That's what I meant to do in the first place. You know, you could also add some, oh look, all my sugar got stuck. You have to add a little bit more. Because you want to make sure you get the sweet with the salty. And you could, yeah, I'm gonna add just a touch more sugar because you have to have a little bit of sweetness, just a little bit, because a little bit got stuck. We're gonna add some green onions. I chopped these fresh green onions. I love fresh green onions, but sometimes they're, oh, my water's boiling. Let me turn it down. I put it on the really hot burner. Now, my knife doesn't cut all the way through sometimes, so she calls for 4. I'm gonna just, you know, grab a handful, and we're also gonna put. We love raw green onions, and I'm also gonna put some on top to garnish. So that should be good. Now, I'm gonna add. I only chopped up a half of that fresh jalapeno. I chopped it up really fine. I'm gonna put that in there. I may be making a mistake. We'll see. Let's go ahead and whisk this together with my favorite little whisk. And it's pretty thick. I'm trying to dissolve some of that sugar. Now I'm going to take some of this. You know, you can also add oyster sauce. That's a really good ingredient. I left some of my peppers. I'm trying not to make this video long. I just wanted to show you the ingredients I was using. Let's take some of this, and we're going to put this on the chicken. And you're supposed to cook about 12. If I need more sauce, I'll just make it. So I'm going to mix this with my hands. And I'm going to let this marinate for a few minutes. I probably added too much. So we're going to let this marinate, and let me get the noodles on the stove. And I'm using the thin spaghetti noodles. It's just a little bit bigger than Angel here, not much. And I'm only going to use, this is a pound, so I'm only going to use about 12 ounces. And you can use as many as you want. I might just make the whole pack. Because the noodles are going to be good cold too. So let me put this, you don't need to see me boil the noodles. I'm sure you know how to do that. But I'm going to boil it to the package directions, which is 6 minutes. I just threw the whole box in there. And I'm going to drain it in the colander. Then I'm going to put it in this big glass bowl so I can toss it well. And I think you put the dressing on when it's warm. So I'll be back when I drain the pasta while it's warm. I hope this bowl's big enough because I need some room to toss it. And we're going to drain. I added a little bit extra sauce because you know how I am. I always do that. And I might not use it all. Let's just see. Because, you know, I like a... And this will kind of heat up the garlic and the onions. Let's see how this works. How this looks. And, you know, the longer you let this sit, probably the better. I'm going to add all of this. I shouldn't be eating all that soy sauce, but, you know, sometimes you just have to. And I'll tell you what, I am making a mess today. I apologize. Let's toss this. So I'm just going to let this sit for a little while. Toss it well. Make sure it's all coated. Yeah, it's a lot of juice, but the pasta may absorb it. So now we're going to cook the chicken. It's about done. I got to look up. Does it bother you when you're on your glass stove, like when everything just pops? You got to be careful with that soy sauce because it will burn. These are just about cooked. You don't want to dry them out. So I think these are about cooked. I usually just break it open. Which these tongs, I have to use these tongs because this is non-stick skillet. I think that's cooked. Oh, nope, not yet. I'm cooking a little bit longer, but these little pieces are probably cooked. So they're almost ready. I can't wait. Ready? So I'll let it rest for just a second. I think I'm going to just cut it into thin pieces. And then I'm going to cut these in half. So that way I can get chicken spread throughout all the noodles. I don't know exactly how much chicken I had. I forgot to say the weight. It was probably about a pound. So see, that looks great. So I'm going to cut that up, and then we'll mix it up, and then we'll do a taste test. The bowl, we're going to take a picture of the chicken in, but the chicken has so much flavor, and I didn't marinate it for that long, but it was thin, so it's going to be a perfect amount. So we'll take a picture, then we'll do a taste test. Okay, here it is. Oh, and this is going to last us for a few days. You can eat this cold. warm. And you can also use more sesame. Oh, I forgot you could put sesame seeds too, but I like to eat it like this. Let's see. I don't want to take too big of a bite of noodles on camera. Oh well. Mmm. It's so flavorful. It's not too salty, and it's not too spicy. And the chicken, I think I like the chicken better than I would have the flank steak. So I hope you give this recipe a try. You can adjust it, add mushrooms, add any kind of vegetables you want. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you come back and see me, and thanks for watching. And please subscribe if you haven't, and have a good day. Bye.